I like the idea of new segment, but I don't like the idea of doing it on the same day as the dev stream. Unnecessary confusing to some for dev info and get guests, for example. So this is harkening back to what I spoke of before the highlights today, which is the fact that the stream format might change. Honestly, you are probably right. It's like, again, like, no matter how, like, there won't be tangible upgrades to talk about every week for Satisfactory. There definitely was not last year. There won't be this year either. There will be a whole bunch of weeks where the state of dev would just be a we can't say it, or we'll see, or stay tuned. Which is why I thought that replacing it is a good idea. There will still be talks, like every stream, very generally, like very, very lightly on, just state of office. I will, every week, I will hint to something in terms of what's just been happening lately. Where are we at? Are we roughly in the same place? Can we say something now? No. Like, it might just be literally minutes of that. So there will still be, like, a state of dev to some extent every week, to the extent where a state of dev makes sense. It's like, if we really have to milk for details, I will just keep it very short and be like, we can't say much about state of dev today, but this and this and that. And then, honestly, like, from there, jumping into that and maybe also leaking a bit into the highlight section. And honestly, maybe even keeping the guests for the QA section if they want to be part of that. We could kind of make guests work on the stream on top of the full layout already. Or at least have them be, like, just around while we still just make some mention as to what is gonna happen. Again, like, baseline, this stream really is not gonna change all that much. The only thing is that the TLDR of my ramble earlier was that I do want to replace some minutes of just saying literally nothing about the game with, tangible fun stuff like dev interviews or hangouts, or maybe even us playing a game together, like you and I chat, or me and the devs, or me solo. Satisfactory mainly, surely, but also maybe other stuff. Who knows? But yeah, don't worry too much about that. Like, I don't think anyone should really be confused. And also, I'm not sure about the people internally know that this time slot on Tuesdays is the most natural time slot for streaming from us, from the office, for the CMs. Which also, by default, just makes it easier for them to expect, like me. If I ask around in the office, like, yo, would you want to be on a stream? People who may have simmered on this may have just defaulted to, assuming it would be on a Tuesday because that's just when the streams are. And then being plotted on random hours or random days aside from Tuesday, or specifically Tuesday 4 p.m. That might cause, like, oh shit, you want me on Thursday? Well, we can't do Thursday because, I thought the stream was always on Thursday, and on Tuesday, and on Thursday I have this and that to do instead, and whatever. That, and also, these streams, they do leak past our ordinary work hours. Like, I do sit and work for a bit as well after streams, which is kind of like, weird, because that's, 18 p.m. Swedish is when our work hours officially end, which does bring me, and also did bring Snoot, a like special amount of flex hours to work with, and bringing streams beyond Tuesday, like having to like work with just work through the HR part of, hey, I might work overtime 2 days a week, or weird hours 2 days a week because we're doing a stream on this day as well, is slightly not iffy, but it's slightly more friction and annoyance to deal with than I would like. But don't worry too much. Again, the stream should remain mostly unchanged. Easy solution, there's nothing to say, just no stream. No, that sounds like shit to me, to be honest. Because streams are fun. And again, if you don't have anything to say, just do something else on the stream. Like playing the game, or talking about something else. Interviews. I like the idea of having developers in the dev stream. Also, no problem if the dev part is no news this week and then move on. Thank you. Yeah, and honestly, like, the best part of that is that the devs themselves do seem, like, at least, a number of them, they do seem interested in this as well, which means I would not have to force anybody. It would just be like a question of their workload, or their, just general like work energy for that day, or availability, again, because Tuesdays, these streams always go past standard work hours. But yeah, no, I'm pumped for that. I'm pumped for that to happen. It's also going to be fun to just bant with a lot of these guys and gals in the office in front of you all. just to see what, you know, the vibes of us, I guess, talking shit are like.